Hello everyone, it is August 14th, the 14th day of my series where each day in August I travel to a new place in efforts to combat my agoraphobia. Whew, that's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Yes, it is day 14. We are very close to the halfway mark of this challenge. Tomorrow will officially be 2 weeks of doing this challenge with about 2 weeks left to go, so we're feeling pretty good. I don't think I've ever in my life completed a challenge that I set, at least not for like a month-long challenge like this. So that's really exciting. If I'm able to complete it, I think I'll feel really glad that I was able to do something for a month. Especially glad that it was a month of self-love and self-discovery. I hope I'm able to. I say hope because, as you know, I've talked a little bit about this. I am tired. I feel like I am doing a lot of great work, but at the same time, I don't feel like I can handle much more on my plate right now. I didn't really get to update the vlog much more after this, but I did tell my friend who invited me to her birthday in another state what was going on. She also reacted really amazingly and said it was no worries, but at the same time, I'm really sad that I can't see her. I'm trying not to beat myself up about it too much, but her birthday is this weekend and she's just on my mind a lot. I don't know, she might be watching this, so hey, you know who you are. I love you. I'm sorry. It's tough, even though I've been making these videos talking about my experience, I still find it very challenging admitting it to close friends and family. I've shared the link to this series with some family members, but I still even have a hard time knowing that they're watching it. Let's talk about today. Today we are going to Diesel Cafe in Davis Square. I'm pretty excited. I had seen this place on TikTok and it's kind of gone viral with the girlies for having a vintage photo booth. So I'm really excited to check that out. I forgot to mention, I don't really drink coffee or tea. So when I go to cafes, it's kind of awkward what I order. I normally get lemonade or water, like a child. I don't know, it just kind of makes me laugh when I do plan to go to cafes, because some people might be like, oh, I'm going to try the new matcha latte or espresso, sabresso, Sabrina Carpenter drink. And I'm like, I'll have one lemonade, please. Hopefully they won't be like, oh, here's another girl who's just here for the photo booth and a lemonade. However, before we go to Diesel Cafe, we have to talk about our experience from the day prior. As you know, yesterday we traveled to Violet Gluten-Free Bakery, which was in Porter Square. It was so good. It was delicious. As I've said, sometimes the outing just kind of weighs over my mind and I'm like, okay, I gotta do it because I'm doing this challenge. And I feel good once it's over, but kind of leading up to it is not the fun part. Yesterday, that kind of started to hit a little bit more, but Violet Bakery was awesome and I'm so glad I went, and I will be going back. I think I want to rate it just above Maxima Gift Center, so I don't remember which spot that is, but somewhere in there feels right. It's time for a... My top is thrifted, but it's from Talbot's. My pants are also thrifted, but they're from Target. Berkeys. These cute little gold earrings I thrifted. And this necklace, I don't know where it's from. Okay, let's go. So it is many hours later. It's now the evening. It was not a good experience. For me, the establishment was great, don't get me wrong. Let me explain. I was using the photo booth, which I was really excited about. I practiced all my poses so I could be ready for that camera. And everywhere it's posted like, wait 5 minutes at least, it's an old machine, you know, be patient. And so I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for what I know to be 7 minutes at least, and the machine's not making any noises. I go over to one of the baristas and I say, hey, I'm not really sure if I haven't given it enough time, but I have been waiting for like 7 minutes and I just can't tell if it's working or not. She hits me with, oh, just wait another 5 minutes. Something about that scares me. I think it all connects back to the feeling of losing control in connection to my fears about being sick in public. If I don't feel like I have control over the situation, I just start to panic. And for some reason, even her just telling me to wait 5 minutes was anxiety producing. But I'm like, okay, Elizabeth, perspective. We are just sitting in a nice coffee shop. We're waiting for our pictures. This is gonna be fine. I'll just wait another 5 minutes. I don't have anywhere to be, but I did do this excursion around 5 o'clock. And so I was hoping to be back here before the rush that usually happens around 5:30 of commuters trying to get home. So when she told me to wait an extra 5 minutes, I think it was probably like 5:20, 5:25 at that point. I go back and I sit and I wait and still nothing. So then I go back to the barista and I say, hey, it's still not working. There was another guy who was behind the counter and he gave me another token. You buy a token to use the machine. Instead of like giving my money back, he was like, here's another token, try it again. This kind of made me like freak out a little bit more. I know I sound crazy. I don't know. I think it was bad timing. At that point, I was like, ugh, I want to go. So another person telling me, oh no, here's what you have to do, stay longer to get it to work. I didn't love it. I go back, I do the photo booth again. Sadly, I did not sit exactly where I did the first time, and my pictures are slightly out of frame. Forgot to mention, but the bathroom situation was not really up to par. It was a little low stocked and there was a code to get into the bathroom. So if I was to be sick there, it just would not have been great. That realization hit my mind as I was waiting. So I think that's what made me not enjoy waiting even more. As I'm sitting there, I tried my best to just sit with the uncomfortableness and greet it and acknowledge it. And it was really hard. Sounds silly to say, but I did not enjoy the uncomfortableness, and I had this urge to like call somebody. And funny enough, my best friend texted me like right at that moment, or I texted her, I can't remember, but she said at that moment I was freaking out, hey, can I call you really quick? I said yes, and I chatted to her on the way home, and just hearing her voice was really comforting. It kept me kind of in check about where I was, you know, how far away home was, what I was doing. Unfortunately for me, the tea was facing delays, probably because it was rush hour. So I probably waited like another few minutes, and then once I was on the tea, it did not move for another 20 minutes. Then it got like 5 minutes away from Alewife and we just parked in the darkness. Ugh, the tea can be like so scary sometimes, you know? I get off of the tea, I'm still talking to my friend, and it begins to pour on me. I was soaked and I was still holding my pictures. My pictures got slightly ruined, but that's fine. I didn't really care about them anyway at that point. And I was just done. I was just done. I could not film at that moment, and I didn't, but everything hit me at once. It probably means nothing. It's just a bad day. Everybody has bad days. The tricky part is with anxiety, those little things, they just feel so big, or they get to a point where it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Somebody once asked me, like, what do you think about when you're having an anxiety attack or flare up? And I can't answer it because I can't think of anything. I'm always chatting with you and sharing my feelings, but in those moments, my mind goes blank. And that's why I need some time to reflect on what happened, because it can be a lot. Just like this video, it can be a lot and a long video. So we're gonna stop now, actually, and I'm gonna take the rest of the evening for myself. I'll catch you tomorrow. Love ya. Bye.